Greetings, everyone.
Hello, people.
Alrighty, so when we're recording this or taping this, because I want to be anachronistic today, technically the Intermarium Summit is finished. Well, the heads of state have been having a walk somewhere here, but yeah, I don't want to be crowded with the rest of the journalists to get a picture while Juncker is having a bite or no.
A bite or a vodka?
Well, whatever. So yeah.
No, he was drunk.
Again. Right. So, what are the preliminary conclusions for this summit? Obviously, we'll come back with more analysis on both channels, but what are the preliminary conclusions?
It started working. Somehow. The fund is functional, and that's kind of what. That's kind of it. Nothing else. And the connectivity between the chambers of commerce.
Yeah, which is significantly better than we expected when we left home.
Considering the Eastern Europe bureaucracy, we expected nothing to have happened since the last one. Well, it actually did.
Yeah. And I gotta highlight this. I mean, the Kolinda Kitarovic had a point when she said that she was gladly noticing the fact that despite the bureaucracy, the Three Seas initiative manages to function without a huge bureaucracy, which is
about Kolinda. This is her face when the Slovenian president was putting out green stuff. It was like
like heavily rolling her eyes, like in the slot machines that you can find in the casino.
I started laughing in the first row when I saw the pic. What the fuck, dude? Really?
Yeah, you also trolled the press conference when the Slovenian journalist, the NPCs from the cathedral media in this country have managed to they believed it was thoroughly appropriate to interrupt the whole conference for like 5 minutes, so one of their NPCs can ask a 5-minute question on whether there should or when it will be someone with a big vagina to lead the European Commission, and to which Juncker said, yeah, no.
If it's a surgical vagina, it won't be that big. No. It's not gonna happen. We had an alcoholic. We don't need an alcoholic bitch.
Yeah. Well, basically, Juncker said, well, look, I don't care. I will not be part of the next European Commission. You do you. I don't care.
No, he will probably be in the administration board at Gazprom. Or Nord Stream 2.
like it is appropriate for the ex-chiefs of the German problem.
Of the German problem, yeah.
Right. But the investment fund is operational, which is quite an astounding piece of news, which may not appear in most of the cathedral media because the presidents of both Poland and Romania have mentioned by name the banks involved, and apparently most of the cathedral has a problem with that because they don't like to print ExxonMobil and Exim Bank and names of corporations, multinational corporations, because oh my god, it's going to be commercial, as if ExxonMobil needs a piece of commercial in your rag. But
yeah, it's fucking ExxonMobil. What the fuck?
So there was that. But I'll have to stress this. In the end, it turned out to be the opposite as if compared to last year. Last year, it was a lot more interested in the second day during the plenary of the heads of state, whereas this year, the fun was in the first day. Yes, the business forum had a lot more geopolitics and a lot more meat for news junkies like us than today, when it was thoroughly boring by and large.
The business forum last year was the first time for the first event.
Now they got a taste of it.
Yeah, it's the second one. So so they get to involve more important people and people that really know how shit works around the globe.
Yeah, think about that when you noticed it too, because you were in the chamber. Yesterday when the delegation started coming in, they said, "Oh, here's the president of Slovenia. Everyone clap, 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 clap. Here's the vice prime minister. Clap, clap, clap. And here's the chief of the chamber of commerce. Everyone rises and claps."
You can see the images.
I don't think I published them yet, but I will for sure in the next.
You'll see the images. It's Just that. When the guy with the money comes, everybody rises. What the fuck?
Well, it makes perfect sense. I mean, I wouldn't. I think that's a positive development. Finally, the business community in the Intermarium finally starts to learn that you should respect the people with the money rather than the politicians who definitely don't matter.
Considering that this is Slovenia and they fucking need money, yeah, maybe.
And besides, I would always trust the CEO of a multinational corporation over any Slovenian politician, because at the very least, the CEO of the multinational corporation, I understand his language. You know, he speaks dollars.
Yeah, and the CEO of a corporation won't give you slogans like "We have love in the name."
And we're the greenest country in the world, man.
And they fucking burned a lot of trees only for the paper. Even ball pens with made out of wood.
But it's green. I mean, that wood was green at some,
green at
and
some
it's still
point.
sort of greenish now. One last thing to note is the downturn in terms of diplomacy. So you know, in terms of economics,
They became more aggressive.
yes, which is not necessarily a bad thing. But I want to note this that I mentioned on the Romanian log as well. Whereas 2 years ago, Donald Trump spoke at the Intermarium Summit, and then last year during the common press conference, Rick Perry was there. This year, no representative from the US and Jean-Claude Juncker.
Yeah, no. But in all honesty, Rick Perry was yesterday present.
Yes, but not at the final press conference, which everyone broadcast.
Yeah, but let's have our footage and let the media do its stuff.
Oh yeah, for sure. But you have to understand that most of these things are only for news junkies like us. I mean, most of the people, the plebs, the NPCs, they only get to see the final press conference. So in terms of messaging, in terms of propaganda terms, let's be honest here, it's kind of haram.
Haram, yeah. But Juncker will. Maybe they wanted to celebrate his departure from the European Commission. And if I invited him here.
They don't consider it that way.
I don't know. For fuck's sake, he's going. Let's celebrate. Okay, give him a last minute honor or something.
Or something, Eish so, as our neighbors would say, and the neighbors of these ones. Right. I guess that's pretty much it for now. I'll be keeping on publishing as much footage as possible within the next several days from this event, and I will also, of course, come back with a more thorough analysis probably next week. It depends on when I get back home, what is the next schedule. Oh, by the way, most important piece of news, the next year's summit in Tallinn, Estonia, so prepare the shekels from now.
Maybe in Tallinn. We don't know for sure yet. The president of Estonia has to decide. The one with initiatives in green.
Well, considering the size of Estonia, it's probably in Tallinn.
Oh, fuck it. Couldn't they have done it in Budapest or something?
Yeah, we were rooting for Budapest or Bratislava, but apparently it's gonna be Estonia.
I mean, the civilized world doesn't work for you guys?
Well, in a way, it's probably not so bad that they exhaust now these tiny, highly progressive areas, because then when it becomes a lot more important, it's going to be once again in the core of the Intermarium, where it is less of this green bollocks.
Yeah, maybe. Let's hope so. Otherwise, if Intermarium becomes green, I'm moving to fucking Saudi Arabia.
Alrighty, I guess that's enough for now. We're going back to work because we have a lot of things. Just to render these things is gonna take several hours. So there's that. Working in the field.
The laptop works like this.
Yeah, and it's not just the laptop. It's if you want quality, it's gonna take longer to make. It's just the way it is. Anyway, we're also in the process of upgrading our equipment, so slowly things will get better and have already gotten better since last year. But yeah. Alrighty, so with all of that being said, from Ljubljana, over and out.
Bye.